This is the Brefo Show, celebrating, supporting, and connecting young entrepreneurs worldwide. And I'm your host, Mayart Gyebi. This show is proudly sponsored by Gyebi Limited, an accounting and a business consultancy firm that specializes in bookkeeping, audit, taxation, and all your business consultancy needs. So today we are back on your screens, and before we introduce our guest, let's go for a short commercial break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned, stay glued.
Welcome to the Brefo Show. The Brefo Show. Ooh. Welcome to the Brefo Show, where success stories are shared. Entrepreneurs teach how cash flows. We learn how to make this dough. Take your seat, it's the Brefo Show. Hey, set, take your seat, it's the Brefo Show. Ooh.
So viewers, welcome back from the short commercial break. And today I have here a mother, an entrepreneur, a teacher, and someone, she actually does everything. And I'm amazed how she combines all of them into something beautiful. You know, motherhood is a whole journey on its own. And when I see women, mothers who do business, I'm actually thrilled. So I know you'll be thrilled after we get to listen to her story. So, Annie, you're welcome to the Brefo Show.
Thank you.
So, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yes. Okay. So, Annie, can you tell us about yourself?
Okay. I'm Anne AJ Mrs. I am a Shanti and a Krapem as well. I come from Manfe. I come from a very noble family. I should put it that way. And then I'm a mother, an entrepreneur, and a trained teacher, an events planner, and a stylist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Annie, you have a business, right?
Yeah, sure.
So can you tell us how you came about that business? The idea.
Okay, so it's quite interesting. Way back in 2008, there I was in the Polytechnic by then.
Okay.
So after let's say a few vacations, I happened to work with an events company. That's 2008, way back. And this events company was virtually a new company. It wasn't the events company that we used to have or we have now.
Okay.
So basically it's a company that was focusing more on, renting of equipment for events like funerals, like weddings, like parties. So I happened to work with this firm. So one day a woman walked in and she said that she needed a wedding planner. So back then I hadn't heard of a wedding planner before. So she was like, I need a wedding planner. Because she wasn't in the country. She just came down from US back then. And this company happened to be in my area. So she said she needed a wedding planner. And I said, I don't know what that is. And she said, okay, really, if you don't know what that is, then I'm going to train you to be a wedding planner, and then you plan my wedding. So it started from there. She actually took me through everything, and it was very interesting. It was very, exciting, going through everything that somebody wants to have, or a dream that she wants to achieve. So she takes you to the shop, tells you about her gown, she tells you about food, everything. But surprisingly, after planning her wedding back then, it wasn't professional. It was more like an amateur kind of thing, like, kind of fun, because she was like, okay, I need a wedding planner and I think you fit for what I want. So I would take you through that process and then you plan my wedding. But after that incident, after she left the country, surprisingly, I didn't continue being a wedding planner, because back then when you tell somebody you're a wedding planner, everybody go like, what is that? It's not like currently that it's everywhere. Everybody wants a wedding planner or event planner. So afterwards, I decided to go into the corporate sector, where I write proposals and then I seek for sponsorships for corporate events like spelling bees, like cooking contests, like beauty pageants. So that is the area that I ventured into. So afterwards, I decided to drop the Polytechnic and then enter into the college, the training college. Okay. So that was when it became more intense. Like I was doing more of the events planning, but not wedding planning. So 2013, after school, after I was posted, fortunately for some of us, we were posted to the capital city. So that was when I said, okay, let me go back to what somebody then taught me back then. That was the wedding planning. So I decided to take up the wedding planning, drop the corporate events, and then started with wedding planning. And then I added the event styling to it. That's the decor. So a lot of people know me for doing the decor, but they don't know me for the planning aspect. So when I tell people about the planning aspect, they go like, oh really, you've started with the corporate events and all that. So that's how the whole thing began. So it started with a different brand name, and then gradually as the year goes by, I decided to rebrand myself and use my own name, and that's how come I came about with Annietheplanner. Yeah.
So I think the weddings and I mean such events rather sells more than the corporate.
Yeah, the
in
corporate.
In this diaspora, we don't really appreciate, like you were saying, the wedding planner then wouldn't have made sense now.
Yes.
Now people are appreciating the fact that you would have to organize your wedding in a very professional way.
Yeah, sure.
So if I may ask, what is the key driving force? You said you were a teacher, right?
Yeah.
And right now you are fully into the wedding planning, so it means you are no more a teacher. I mean, you are no more a practicing teacher.
Yes.
But you are now a full-time wedding planner, event planner, if I may say. So what's the key driving force? What drove you into becoming Annietheplanner?
I think helping people to achieve their dreams, their goals. That satisfaction, that fulfillment, you know, it was quite interesting. You see someone comes in with, you know, something that she wants to achieve or he wants to achieve, because I have grooms that come and then I don't even see brides. They want you to plan everything. So, you know, setting a goal for yourself, setting something for yourself, and then making sure you meet that target and seeing that kind of excitement in, you know, amongst your clients and your customers, you feel good about it. So every time it's like, it's just pushing me, like keep doing it. So basically that's one of the thing. And, you know, apart from that, that kind of motivation you get from, you know, other sources, other people, that it's something that is new, but people don't really know the fulfillment that comes with it. You see, so it's one of those things. I just keep pushing, keep having one focus on something, showing that there's that great impact. Somebody sees you and make sure that this wedding, this event hadn't been a success without the help of maybe Annie or without the direction of Annie. So some of these things, it's something that really drives me a lot.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that you actually dived into the motivation and how fulfilled you are, because most people set up businesses because they've heard that I can make billions out of it. So I like the fact that you are fulfilled in doing what you're doing. And when you, after planning someone's event, they go like, okay, it's because I work with Annie, that's why I have this kind of package. So I think it's good. And if I may ask, I know it's Annietheplanner, but why the name Annietheplanner?
Okay, so Annietheplanner came up after a self awareness or self-realization. It's kind of personal. So it happened to be in a different name. Back then it was partner kind of thing. So after there was a bit of misunderstanding, there was a bit of hitches there, and then it got to a time, sometimes as an entrepreneur, you get to a state that you want to give up. But all of a sudden something hits you, there's this drive, you know, you still see, you know, some of your jobs back then, and you feel like, no, I have to still do it. So at that point of not giving up, I said to myself that I want to, you know, re-establish myself again, come back, you know, in a different kind of being, or in a different kind of mindset and everything. So that's how come I decided to focus more of, you know, rebranding myself and using my name to establish something much bigger than it was before.
So people start businesses and they use, other brand names. So why your name? Why Annie?
I decided to use my name because I want to focus more on something that I realized myself back then. Okay, as I said, it's kind of self-awareness that I happen to, have back then. It's more of personal, as I'm saying, because back then it used to be a partnership sort of thing. And starting business, when you try to put in a lot of people, some people start businesses with their friends, with their sisters, with their spouses and all that. And then along the way, even with celebrities, they come as a team. They come, maybe there are 4, then all of a sudden there's a break, there are 2, all of a sudden there's a break, and then it becomes the person alone. So when it happens like that, and you don't, or you decide not to give up, you come out with something that it's more of focusing on yourself. You doing something bigger, you having a different mindset as compared to what you used to have back then. So basically that is the main reason why I wanted to use my name. Another thing is more of the professional aspects, that when you use names like Perfect, there's Righteous, it's more like, it's very common. So the advice that I had is best to use, because I wanted to use Plan Perfect back then, but I realized something perfect is all over. So the advice that I had from a business consultant, he was like, when you use your name, it becomes very unique, it becomes more original, like that's your name, nobody can use it. So use your name than trying to associate it with life kind of thing, like Righteous, there's love, there's you use your name and it becomes very original. So basically that's why I decided to use the Annietheplanner thing.
Okay, so would you say you have a successful customer base, or you are in progress? And if you do, how did you build that customer base? If you have,
I used to.
You used to have a successful
Yes, I used to. That's why I said coming up with Annietheplanner, it's something that I'm coming out of something. That's self-awareness, that's self-realization. When you're starting business, there are so many things that you tend to do that is not right. So when you get the advice and then you come up with a different mindset, then you want to put things right. So now I would say I'm in progress to have that successful customer base. So the being in progress is more of looking at other areas that I didn't used to look into back then. I was looking at something, you want to start something and you just want to do it anyhow because you want to get customers, you want to get clients. So basically you always want to focus on what is going to get you the clients, but not what you think it's the best thing or is the right thing for you to do. But now it's in progress because there are measures, there are patterns, there are things that I'm laying down to ensure that successful customer base that it's best for any entrepreneur to have.
So Annie, would you say digital marketing has come to help businesses, or you think otherwise? Because people have the notion, like I have friends who are not even on social media because they think there's a lot of hoax on social media, or I don't know, the falsified information, or for their personal views. They feel if a picture is taken of, maybe someone can take it to the fetish priest to do some jujulized something. So what is your view, I mean, in just 2 words, on do you think social media has helped your business to do, to this pedestal?
Yes, it has really helped me a lot. Without it, I don't know how I would have marketed my brand or marketed my business back then, because personally I'm the type that I'm a very I don't know whether to put it antisocial, but an introvert, very reserved person. So I don't have a lot of friends, or I should say I don't even have friends. So who am I going to tell that, okay, I do decor apart from my church? So once I go to church, how many people would even be getting married at that particular time? So I've personally, social media had helped my brand a lot, because that's the only way, or that's the only channel I can communicate. I can talk a lot, I can share a lot of views. So people see me to be more noisy on social media, but in real life I'm a very quiet person. I'm a very calm person. So once you want your customers, you have to come up with ways, or you have to come up with a lot of ideas. you had to do a lot of research to know where to hit, what to tell a client, what to tell a customer, how to even pose the question. Some customers or some clients who go like, what is this lady talking about? I'm even tense, I'm even tired. It's like, why is she forcing me to get married or something? So some of these things, you know, you have to always learn to get those things. So imagine me having to talk to somebody getting married. Let's say somebody at church and the person is getting married, and then I go to the person, oh hi, I'm a wedding planner, you know, I do this. It's two ways. Either the person will give me the job because I'm a church member, or the person will give me the job because she thinks I'm nice, or the person knows me. Not whether I'm fit to do whatever that suits her, or I'm professional. Yes, so it's basically like that. And people also wouldn't, once you do something that piss them off, even though you are professional, they will not let you do the job. So out there, social media, nobody knows anybody. So whether you know me in private life, whether you know me way back, we're mates, whatever, because in this business, over so many years of experience, I would say about 20% comes from my mates or people that I know. All my clients, all my customers had come from people I don't know. Do you get it? So, and there are people who also establish businesses that it's more of the people they know, because they think that, okay, once you make the noise, they know this person to be loud, they know this person to be helping the family and all that. So through that, he or she can reach out to a lot of people. Maybe the person has a very big family. So when they have family meetings or anything, funeral, they'll tell you, this they'll tell you. But I'm coming from a very small family that we don't, you know, make noise of a lot of things. So whatever you have to do, you have to go there and fend. You have to hustle. You have to, it's like more of survival of the fittest. So you have to go there, figure a way out, and then talk to your people, talk to clients, talk to prospective customers, and then sell your ideas, sell your whatever, your skill, anything that you want to let them know. You have to come up with a way to make sure they are being convinced. And then once you are telling them that you are right, you are the right person to do this job, yourself, you have to do a lot of homework so that they don't get disappointed. Because you talk, the person gives you a job, and at the end of the day, you don't deliver to the person's expectation. It becomes very disappointing.
Sure.
Yeah.
So if I go what you're trying to say that social media has really helped your business, and normally people give you jobs because they know you, but your wider clientele base has come from, I mean, people that you weren't even friends with, or people that you weren't even privy with. So viewers, at this juncture, we'll go for a short commercial break and we'll be like, stay glued.
Welcome to the Brefo Show. The Brefo Show. Ooh. Welcome to the Brefo Show, where success stories are shared. Entrepreneurs teach how cash flows. We learn how to make this dough. Take your seat, it's the Brefo Show. Hey, set, take your seat, it's the Brefo Show. Whoa.
So viewers, welcome back from the short commercial break, and we still have Annie on the hot seat. And I know you would love the second segment of the interview. Stay tuned. So Annie, can you describe your typical day as an entrepreneur?
Okay, so with my line of business, it's more of appointments. So basically, I'm usually at home. So once I have an appointment with a client, I have to fix a date, we meet up, or let's say when the client contacts me to any social media platform, I have to fix a date and then make that preparation. So basically, if I don't have any appointments, it's usually at home. And that kind of life started after let's say during the COVID, because that time it was more of the stay home kind of thing. But before the COVID, it was more of, okay, once I get up, I had to quickly go to my shop or go to my office, meet a few clients. It wasn't more of the appointment space as compared to what I'm doing now. So basically, if I don't have anything, it's more of being at home, checking a few ideas, putting down a few inspirations and other things. And there are clients that once you are planning their events, you are communicating with them 24/7. Every time they want to hear from you. Once they make payment, they want to hear from you. Have you gone to check their gown? Have you gone to check their shoes and everything? So solely I'm on social media, checking pictures, checking this shop, checking this online shop, checking, it's almost like always with interacting with people on social media. So once I don't have that doing, then on the weekend it's mostly going out there to set up. That is why I said I do planning and then event styling. So from that starts from Thursday. So usually my Thursdays to Sundays I'm busy, or Thursday to Saturday evening. Sunday, because usually after some events don't close early. So when they are closed around 9-10 p.m. usually we are very tired, so we had to wait a while, and then we get the drivers to come picking up stuff on Sunday, so we had to wait on a Sunday. So on a typical day it's more of focusing on what clients have instructed me, or put it in my hands, or put in my care to take care of.
So Annie, in your own words, how would you define success?
Well, I see success to be not giving up on what you seek to do for yourself or do in life. That is success to me, because once you want to start up anything, the moment of giving up, it's you've lost it all. But in everything, in every business, in every life event, there are failures, and when the failures come, that is the point that you don't have to give up. So once you don't give up, you have succeeded. So basically that's how I see success. Yeah.
Once you don't give up, you have succeeded.
Yeah, sure.
So what is your favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur, as in comparing your journey back then as a teacher? I mean, how you journeyed on to becoming, your personal business. I mean, Annietheplanner brand. I stand to be correct.
Yeah, Annietheplanner brand.
So what's your favorite aspect? I mean, I want you to elaborate more on how it's been. Do you enjoy doing do you enjoy being Annietheplanner, or you want to go back to the days of teaching?
Well, if you ask me right now, I'll tell you I enjoy being Annietheplanner. My favorite part is meeting clients. When you meet them, the moment spent with them. Sometimes some clients tend to be like friends. As I told you, I don't have friends, so some clients tend to be friends. They tend to be siblings. They virtually share everything with you, and it's more fun and entertaining, seeing somebody through whatever the person wants to achieve, or whatever dream the person have. So my moments with clients, my moments with customers, it's my best joy, it's my best moment, because it gives you that kind of fulfillment at the end, because you have a goal, you have something you have planned, or you have something you are planning to achieve together. It's not coming from one side, it's not coming from me, the planner, is not coming from the customer or the client, but both of you want to achieve something. The planner wants to achieve that kind of fulfillment at the end of every event. The client or the customer also wants to achieve that joy, that dream that he or she wants to have. So it's coming from both sides. So when you have that cordial relationship together, when you flow, you flow with your clients and you flow with your customers, it gives you a lot of joy, because they are always at peace with you.
And you're at peace.
Yes, exactly. So I think that is the moment I really enjoy most.
Okay, so Annie, you're a mother in business. So what will be your advice to women in business in general, and as a mother? So a mother in business, women in business.
Okay, so women in business, I think that when they're starting everything, the first thing they need to look out for is who they want to, or whoever, or what impacts they want to give to whoever in their life, whether to their kids, whether to their partner, or whether to their own self. So once you have this mind, you know what you're doing. If that fulfillment, or if that impact is going to be on your spouse, then it means that everything you have to do, you have to discuss with your spouse.
Okay.
If that impact is going to be, or you want your kids to be proud of you, it means that you have to involve your kids. So if it's coming from yourself, then it means you need to sit down and have a correct mindset to whatever you want to do. So if it's coming from, or if that impact or that pride, you want it to fall on your your family as like a family as a whole, then it means you have to seek their opinion in everything. Because without all these things, when you get to that surviving stage, there are three, or let's say there are four stages in becoming an entrepreneur. We have the startup, we have the growth, we have the survival stage, and then we have the growth, and we have the succession. So there are a point in time, or there's a stage that without these things that I'm talking about, you will not be able to continue to the growth stage. Do you get it? Because that survival stage, that's where you would hear a lot of voices, whether you are looking up to, or you're focusing on your kids, you're focusing on your family, you're focusing on your spouse, or whatever. So there are times your spouse will tell you when things are becoming tough and you have not involved him, or you have involved him. There are times you tell you, just cut this, just drop this. This is not helping you. Do you get it? It means that whatever you're doing is, the fulfillment is going more on your spouse. But if it's on your kids, or it's on yourself, or anything, whatever you're doing, you had to focus on them. So basically, some of these things, you have to look at one angle and then decide on what you think is best for yourself. Yeah.
So viewers, I know it's been a very intellectual session. I know you're learning a lot from Annie. Actually, I am, and I know you are too. So you should jot down certain things that you would add to your business and make it a success. As she says, success is not defined by failures. So far as you want to be successful, there are certain hitches that will come your way, but you need to keep going, and one day you have the flying colors which you want to see. So Annie, at this point, do you have any last words? You can mention your social media pages and all of that. Anything you want to say? You want to give shout outs to your husband, your children?
Okay, so my last words are to those out there who want to start any business. You say people have this mindset that once you start a business, you are going to become a billionaire, or maybe let's say a year or two. But I once listened to a successful entrepreneur, and then he said that you become a successful entrepreneur after 10 years of going through the struggles, going through the failures. If you go through the failures and you didn't get stuck there, that is where you are going to rise up much bigger. So when you're going through that failures, that survival state, that time that you feel that what happened, there are people who get their shops burned, who their husband, they have issues with their spouses, they have issues with their family. Why are you doing this? Why are you taking up this? Because I had issues with my family back then when I took up the decision of doing events, solely events. My mom was like, why don't you do it in line with the teaching? So you're teaching and then you're doing events. But teaching field is a field that you can't blend other businesses. Yes, it's very tedious. Events planning is tedious. Teaching is also tedious. So doing the two is quite, it will break you down. So you hear all these voices, and the time that you're failing, then these voices come up. Why did I even stop teaching? Why did I even stop doing this thing? So when these voices come, and then you don't stand firm, you don't look at your success back then, and you focus more on what you're feeling, you would definitely feel like you will not continue. So I always advise students that I train, that you don't have to look at it that once you enter into this business, maybe event planner, you are going to be a big event planner in the next year, in the next 2 years, unless maybe you are attaching other stuff to it. But once you have a mind of starting something, you will definitely feel, and that's point that you would feel. That is where you don't have to get stuck. You have to look at other areas. You have to seek advice from marketing consultants, like business consultants, and other people who are much ahead of you, because that is what I did. That is why I said I came up rebranding myself, because back then there are a whole lot of mistakes that I did. When money was coming, when business was booming, I focused more on buying other stuff. I focused more on getting that kind of getting other stuff. And my buying stuff was more of the business, like buy anything for the business, because I feel like more I had to get this, I had to buy this, I had to do this to I had to fill my shop with this, I had to tidy up, those kind of things. But I realized that if I had that advice earlier that I have now, that time making money or making profit out of whatever you do, you would rather push it into other businesses. So once COVID came and then there was slow business with events, then if I had pushed my profits or anything in the food business, that time food business was booming. So once you have those advices, whenever you are failing, you know how to reposition yourself and restructure a whole lot of things, and then go into a much bigger or come up much bigger than you used to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Annie, I'm very grateful for you honoring my invitation. So I want you to put out your social media pages out there so that people that would watch will just follow you.
Okay, so on Instagram is Annietheplanner 1, on Facebook Events by Annietheplanner, and then once you go to Google Annietheplanner, it takes you everywhere.
And your number?
0245746929, 0241632217.
Okay, so Annie, it's been a great one. Like I said, thank you very much for having my invitation.
You're welcome, and thank you.
So viewers, like I said earlier, it's been a wonderful session, and I know you've learned much. This program is sponsored by Gamal Ek Limited, Accounting Unparalleled, your #1 business consultancy firm. And I was your host, and I go by the name Mayart Brefo Gyebi. You can follow Mayart Brefo Gyebi on all social media platforms, and also our #1 sponsor, Gamal Ek Limited, on all social media platforms, even on Google. You can find us. So until we interview our next guest, stay tuned. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to The Brefo Show on YouTube, and follow The Brefo Show on all social media platforms. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye. Hello everyone, I'm Mayart Brefo Gyebi, the founder of Gamal Ek. Gamal Ek is an accountancy and a business consultancy firm founded in the year 2020. So it's a team of professionals trying to provide professional service to its client. And our mission is to provide the highest professional service to the mutual benefit of our client. And our vision is to be the most trusted and respectable accounting firm across the globe, not just in Ghana. Gamal Ek provides services such as bookkeeping, management account, preparation of annual account, preparation of financial statement. Then when it comes to the tax aspect, we compile or prepare tax returns. We help our clients with withholding tax problems, value-added tax problems, and all other tax solutions. Then thirdly, we provide our clients with IT solutions that has to do with accounting. That is the preparation of point of sale, terminal softwares, preparation of accounting softwares. We also help our clients with their graphic designing needs, branding, and social media marketing. That has to do with the IT side. Now, when we move to the business consultancy side, we advise businesses or startups on how to start their business, how to build their website from scratch, and everything that has to do with starting your business. So you can contact Gamal Ek on all social media platforms, Gamal_Ek on Facebook, on Instagram, and LinkedIn. So you can visit our website on www.gamalek.com, and you can contact us on the number 0247 405524. I take it again, 0247 405524. Gamal Ek, Accounting Unparalleled.
Welcome to the Brefo Show. Ooh, the Brefo Show. Ooh. Welcome to the Brefo Show, where success stories are shared. Entrepreneurs teach how cash flows. We learn how to make this dough. Take your seat, it's the Brefo Show. Hey, set, take your seat, it's the Brefo Show.